Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? Today we're looking into subscription models,
Ooh, interesting.
but we're not talking about the usual streaming services or anything like that.
Okay.
This is about how subscriptions are changing things up in industries you wouldn't expect, like therapy or even education.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people don't realize how widespread these models are becoming.
Exactly. And we've got some great insights to share today about how they work and why they're making such a big impact.
Definitely. I think what's really exciting is how these models are empowering small to mid-sized businesses. It's not
Mhm.
just for the big giants anymore. Anyone can create more predictable income and build those stronger relationships with their clients.
Okay, so I'm intrigued, but before we go any further, can we back up a sec? What exactly are subscription models? And why is everyone making such a fuss about them?
So at their core, subscription models are about more than just, recurring payments.
Right.
It's about offering consistent value to your clients, right? While also creating this stable and predictable foundation for your own business.
Hmm.
Imagine knowing roughly how much revenue you're going to generate every single month. That's peace of mind right there.
Yeah, no, for sure, especially for fields like therapy or education, where those client relationships are so ongoing. I'm picturing like therapists who offer those weekly sessions or tutors giving regular lessons.
That's exactly it. And you have to think about it from the client's perspective too, right?
Mhm.
They get access to the services they need on a regular schedule, and it's
Yeah.
a fixed price.
Yeah.
Simplifies their lives and make sure that they're getting that consistent support.
So it's like instead of booking individual appointments, like a therapist could offer a monthly subscription
Right.
for, say, 10 sessions at a set price,
Hmm.
or a tutor could offer a weekly lesson package.
Yeah.
It's like restructuring services.
Precisely. And this is where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
Imagine the possibilities for a small therapy practice or a solo educator,
Right.
right? Instead of chasing after those invoices or dealing with income that's all over the place, they have this consistent revenue stream,
Yeah.
which means they can focus more on their clients and less on the admin side of things.
I can already see how that would be a game changer for so many
Oh, no,
businesses.
absolutely.
But i- isn't setting all of this up really complicated and time consuming, especially for smaller operations that, maybe don't have a ton of tech support?
That's a common misconception, actually. The
All
truth
right.
is, it can be surprisingly straightforward.
Okay.
With the right tools, you can set up a system that handles everything from scheduling and payments to client communication all in one place.
So, okay, let's say I'm a therapist
Yeah.
and I want to offer a subscription for 10 sessions a month.
Okay.
What would that actually look like practically?
Basically, you're creating a package deal for your services, right?
Okay.
You decide the number of sessions, the frequency, and the overall price, and then your clients just sign up for the package knowing exactly what they're getting and how much it's going to cost.
So the system would take care of all the scheduling and payments automatically.
Exactly. Clients can easily book their sessions within their subscription,
Wow.
and payments are processed smoothly every month. No more back and forth emails or scrambling to track invoices.
I'm starting to see how this could really simplify things for both the business owner and the client. It's
Yeah,
like a much more streamlined and predictable experience for everyone.
you got it. And here's where things get even more exciting.
Okay.
These models aren't just about convenience. They can actually help you build deeper relationships with your clients
Okay.
and foster a sense of community around what you do.
Okay, now that's what I call a win-win.
Right.
Let's dig into that. How do subscriptions lead to stronger client relationships?
Well, when you offer a subscription, you're essentially making a commitment to your clients, and they, in turn, are committing to you.
Yeah?
This builds a sense of trust and loyalty that goes way beyond, a single transaction.
So instead of just being someone they book with, occasionally you become their go-to provider for their ongoing needs.
Exactly. It shifts the whole dynamic from a transactional relationship to more of a collaborative partnership.
I see what you mean. And you mentioned building a sense of community too.
Yeah.
How do subscriptions help with that?
Think of it this way. When your clients subscribe to your services, they become part of a group of people who share a common goal or interest, right?
Hmm.
They're all invested in their well-being or personal growth, and they've all chosen you to guide them on that journey.
So it's like creating a special space for clients to connect with each other and share their experiences.
Exactly. You can foster that community through things like online forums, exclusive content, or even in-person events just for your subscribers.
Wow, that's amazing. It sounds like it can transform a solo practice or small business into something much bigger than just the services they offer.
You're absolutely right. It's creating this whole ecosystem around your work, attracting those clients who are looking for something more meaningful and ongoing.
Wow, I'm already getting excited about the possibilities here.
Yeah.
So we talked a lot about the client side of things,
Yeah.
but let's switch gears for a second.
Hmm.
What are the main benefits for businesses, especially in the therapy or education world?
Great question. There are several. First and foremost, as we mentioned earlier, is the predictability factor.
Right.
When you have that steady stream of recurring revenue, you can actually plan for the future with more confidence.
Hmm.
You know about how much money is coming in each month, which makes budgeting, investing, and growing your business a whole lot easier.
I bet that takes a lot of the stress and uncertainty out of running a business, especially in those early stages when things can feel so up in the air.
Absolutely. It lets you focus on your passion and your expertise without constantly wondering where your next client is going to come from.
That peace of mind alone seems invaluable.
Oh, for sure.
Are there any other benefits? What else do businesses gain from these subscription models?
Well, on top of that, predictable revenue subscriptions can really cut down on your admin work. Remember all that time spent chasing payments, sending invoices, and reconciling accounts?
Yeah, I can only imagine. That sounds like a huge time suck, especially for smaller businesses that might not have a dedicated admin team.
Exactly. But with a subscription model, most of that is automated.
Oh, wow.
Payments are processed automatically, reminders are sent out, and you have a clear view of your client's subscription status at all times.
So it's like having a virtual assistant handling all those tedious financial tasks,
Yeah.
freeing up your time and energy to focus on what really matters,
Precise.
your clients and your work.
Exactly. And speaking of focusing on your clients, subscription models can actually help you provide even better service.
Oh, that's interesting. How so?
Because you have a more stable and predictable income stream, you can invest more in your business.
Right.
Whether that's upgrading your equipment, taking courses, or even hiring more staff to support those growing client base.
So it's like this positive feedback loop.
Yeah.
You provide better service,
Yeah.
you to attract more clients, you generate more revenue, and then you reinvest that back into your business.
You got it. It's a cycle that benefits everyone.
So it's not just about streamlining payments or simplifying things.
Right.
It's about creating a more sustainable and fulfilling way to run your business
Absolutely.
while providing even more value to your clients.
You hit the nail on the head. Subscription models really have the power to change how we think about business,
Yeah.
especially in fields like therapy and education, where building strong, lasting relationships is at the very core of what you do.
I think this has been so insightful already. Some of
Great.
my wheels are already turning, thinking, could this work for me?
Yeah.
But before we get into specific examples and steps,
Okay.
let's take a quick pause. We'll be right back to explore how you can actually put these subscription models into practice in your own business and the tools that can make it happen smoothly.
Sounds good.
Okay, we're back and ready to get into the how-to part of all of this. How do you actually implement these subscription models? I'm feeling inspired, but I know some people listening might be a little lost on where to even start.
It's totally understandable taking that first step can be a little intimidating,
Yeah.
but it really doesn't have to be. The key is to start thinking about your clients and the unique value you offer through a subscription model.
Right.
So instead of just listing our services the way we normally do,
Right.
we need to think about how those services can be packaged into this recurring offering that gives that ongoing support and value.
Yeah, ask yourself, what are my clients' biggest challenges or goals?
Mm-hmm.
How can I create a subscription package that really addresses those needs in a way that's consistent and comprehensive?
So let's say I'm a therapist specializing in anxiety management.
Okay.
Could I create a package that includes weekly therapy sessions plus access to guided meditation resources, and then also maybe a monthly online support group just for subscribers?
That's a perfect example.
You're bundling your expertise and resources into one package that provides that ongoing support and fosters a sense of community.
And could I offer different tiers of subscription to
Absolutely.
like maybe a basic one with just sessions, a premium one with all the extra stuff, and then something in between?
Yeah, you can cater to different needs and budgets while still providing that core value of support and guidance.
I see how this could open up so many possibilities to reach more clients and expand what I do. But what about the practical stuff?
Yeah.
The payments, the schedules, all of that.
That's where the right tools and platforms come in.
Okay.
You need a system that streamlines everything, the scheduling, the payments, the communication, and even progress tracking.
So no more cobbling together spreadsheets and sending manual reminders.
Nope, not anymore. There are platforms designed specifically for these subscription-based businesses.
Really?
Absolutely. And they're made to make your life easier, not more complicated.
Okay.
You can automate those payments, Send reminders and track engagement and progress all in one place.
That sounds a lot less scary than I thought.
It is.
But I think a lot of people listening are wondering if this is even realistic for smaller businesses or solo practitioners.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have huge IT teams or anything like that.
I totally understand, but the beauty of these platforms is they're made for small businesses.
Okay.
They're easy to use, intuitive, and most come with a great support to walk you through setting everything up.
So it's not about becoming a tech expert overnight.
No, not at all.
It's about finding the right tools and using them to streamline your business.
Exactly. And you don't have to do it alone either.
Okay.
There are tons of resources, online tutorials, blog posts, even communities where you can connect with other people who are using subscription models.
That's reassuring. It's like having a network to help you figure things out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And think about it, once you have that system in place, it's like setting your business on autopilot in the best way possible.
I love that analogy.
Okay.
Okay, let's get back to therapy and education specifically. Can you give us some real-world examples of how subscriptions would actually work in those fields?
Sure. In therapy, you could have a practice that offers a monthly wellness package.
Okay.
That includes weekly individual sessions, access to online mindfulness exercises, and invites to exclusive workshops on things like stress management.
I like how that package goes beyond just the typical therapy session. It feels much more holistic.
Exactly. And for education, think about a tutor creating a semester success subscription
Okay.
that includes weekly sessions tailored to a specific subject, personalized study plans, and access to an online forum where students can connect and ask questions.
It's like creating a whole support system that goes beyond the classroom.
Hmm.
I can see how that would appeal to students who maybe struggle in traditional settings.
Exactly. Both these examples show how subscriptions can take services and turn them into ongoing experiences,
Yeah.
building deeper connections and providing more value for both sides.
I feel like this has been so eye-opening. We went from this daunting concept to practical strategies and examples. I think people are starting to see the potential here,
Yeah,
but they might still be wondering if this is really right for them and their business.
that's a great point. It's important to remember that subscriptions aren't the perfect fit for every business.
Right.
And it's crucial to think about your offerings, your audience, and your goals before diving in.
So what are some of the main factors to consider when figuring out if subscriptions are a good fit?
Well, first think about the nature of your services.
Okay.
Do you offer ongoing support or guidance that naturally fits a recurring format?
Mm-hmm.
Or are your services more project-based or one-offs?
Makes sense. A therapist offering weekly sessions fits naturally,
Yeah.
but a wedding photographer, maybe not so much.
Exactly. Then you need to consider your target audience. Are your clients looking for that ongoing support and community, or are they after one-time solutions?
I can see how that would be important. If your clients are used to paying per session, you might have to explain the value of subscriptions.
Absolutely. And lastly, you need to be honest about your own goals and what you're capable of.
Okay.
Are you ready to commit to providing that consistent value to subscribers over the long term? Do you have the systems and resources to manage this effectively?
Those are great points to consider.
Yeah.
It's not about just following a trend.
Right.
It's about making a strategic decision that aligns with your business vision.
You got it. And remember, even if a full-blown subscription model isn't right, you can still use elements of it in your business.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you mean?
You could offer packages of sessions at a discount or create a loyalty program that rewards repeat customers.
Right.
You're still using those principles of recurring revenue and engagement without necessarily going all in on subscriptions.
That opens up even more possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So we've covered a lot today.
We have.
The why, the how, the benefits, the
Yeah.
practical stuff, the example. I think people are starting to get it, but I feel like we're missing one piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
We talked about the good stuff for businesses and clients, but what about the technology that makes it all work?
You're right. The right tools are essential for making this whole thing run smoothly. And that's where platforms like Calendesk come in.
Ah, Calendesk.
Hmm.
We've been hinting at it this whole time, but let's talk about how it specifically helps businesses,
Yeah,
especially in therapy and education, embrace subscriptions.
let's do it. Calendesk is built for these service-based businesses, and it offers a whole bunch of features that streamline everything from scheduling to payments to communication and even business management.
Okay, so break it down for me. How does Calendesk make setting up and managing subscriptions easier?
Think about it. You can create different packages with customized options, set your pricing and payment terms, and even automate reminders and follow-ups all within the platform.
So it's like having a virtual assistant just for my subscriptions.
Exactly. And the best part is it integrates seamlessly with your scheduling.
Yep.
So when a client signs up for a subscription, their sessions are automatically added to their calendar,
Wow.
and they can book them online without any back and forth.
No more emails or phone calls to figure out scheduling. That's huge for appointment-based businesses.
Absolutely. And Calendesk also gives you valuable data on your business performance.
Okay.
You can track sales, monitor engagement, and even spot trends that can help you make better decisions.
So it's like having a built-in analytics dashboard for your subscriptions.
Exactly. And it's all easy to use even if you're not tech savvy.
I think that's a big relief for a lot of our listeners. They don't need a computer science degree to do this.
Nope. And remember, Calendesk has amazing support to help you every step of the way.
Okay, that's good to know. This has been a deep dive and no mistake.
Good, huh?
We've covered so much.
Yeah.
But I hope everyone's feeling empowered and excited about the possibilities.
Me too. It's been great talking about this with you and sharing these insights.
And to everyone listening, if you're ready to try out subscriptions, check out Calendesk.
Yes. It's a fantastic platform that can make the whole process smooth and help you build a successful subscription-based business.
And most importantly, don't be afraid to experiment and create something unique that reflects what you're passionate about.
That's the key.
Okay, that's the perfect note to end on. So until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep.
Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive into subscriptions, let's step back and look at the big picture for a sec.
Okay.
What does this whole shift towards subscriptions mean for businesses, especially in fields like therapy and education?
You know, it's a really fundamental change in how we view this whole idea of value exchange.
Yeah.
We're moving away from those one-time transactions and towards those ongoing, mutually beneficial relationships.
So it's not just about getting paid for your time anymore. It's about creating something that lasts,
Exactly.
something that supports both the business and the client in the long run.
That's it. And this is where I think subscriptions can be so transformative.
Yeah. Especially for therapists, educators, and those service-based professionals who are really passionate about making a real impact.
I love that perspective. It's not just a transaction, it's a journey.
It
A
is.
journey of growth and support for both sides.
Precisely. And when you look at your work that way,
Yeah.
it changes everything. It shifts your focus from those quick wins to creating value over time.
And I imagine that shift impacts the whole client experience too.
Absolutely. When clients feel like they're part of something bigger,
Mm.
when they have that consistent support and a sense of community,
Yeah.
it deepens their engagement and increases the value they're getting.
It's like creating this win-win situation where everyone benefits.
Exactly.
But I think it's important to acknowledge that this shift to subscriptions
Yeah.
can feel a little overwhelming,
It can,
especially for those who are used to more traditional ways of doing business.
for sure. It takes a change in mindset,
Yeah.
a willingness to embrace new tech, and a commitment to building something new.
So for those listening who are intrigued, but maybe a little unsure,
Okay.
what advice would you give them as they explore this whole subscription model thing?
Start by focusing on the value you want to create.
Okay.
Think about your perfect client, their needs, their goals, and how you can create a subscription that truly supports them on their journey.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have that vision, everything else will start to fall into place.
That's such a good point. It's not about chasing trends.
Right?
It's about staying true to your values and building something that truly serves both you and your clients.
Exactly. And remember, you're not alone in this. There are resources and support systems out there to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to ask questions, find a mentor, and learn from those who've done this before.
That's great advice. Well, I think that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of subscription models.
It does.
We covered a ton of information today, but I hope everyone listening is walking away feeling empowered and excited.
I hope so too. It was great exploring this with you and sharing these insights with everyone.
And to everyone listening, if you're ready to take the leap with subscriptions, remember to check out Calendesk.
Yes, it's an amazing platform that can simplify everything and help you build a thriving business.
And most importantly, don't be afraid to experiment, be innovative, and create something truly unique that showcases your passion and your skills.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
That's a wrap for today. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep.